might have to restart. Got some big news bubbles. The Reds already played and won today. Don't have to worry. Don't have to worry about them anymore. What the? What the? How am I alive? How am I alive? What the? Wait, I'm. I got that pogo, to be honest. I lived 5 times thinking I couldn't. I know. It wasn't even just the dice, there were just things where I thought I didn't have enough health and I just did. Or there were hits that I should have gotten hit and I didn't. That's legitimately one of my best attempts so far. Shit activates so fast. Yeah, might as well. It's the ending. I thought this fight was a precursor to something else, but the more I keep getting deeper into it, the more I'm actually questioning if it's just gonna be the last one. Oh, you better not go out on me, motherfucker. What the? Bro, I have so many questions right now. Are you telling me the knight lived that whole time? What the fuck? That's crazy. Does this mean like the Pantheon endings are like the canon ones or something? The Pantheon endings don't make any sense! I'm trying to remember like the original Hollow Knight ending now. It's like you defeat the Radiants and it's like, and it appears that, well, the dude's skull was cracked, right? But he still exists in the void. So like he didn't die, but like they got faked out thinking he died at the end, but like he exists within the void perhaps. Then he just bailed out Hornet at the very end or something. I don't know, like, what... I'm lost on exactly, like, who the actual bad guys were in all of that. Because Hornet saves Lace at the end, clearly. Who is infected by the Void, clearly. Or lost. But... so, like, is it Grandmother Silk's fault or something? But like she was like being held captive, it looked like, or some shit. I'm very confused at what actually happened there. I mean, she faded as we left, right? It's my guy Seth Goldman. I have no idea what to make of this. That was like definitely the better ending than the first ones, though. 82. I do have some work to do. Yeah, I thought it was pretty thorough, to be honest. You might have bought more shit from the shops, to be honest, because there's like a lot of tools on. Yeah. Mhm. That last boss took a lot out of me. I'm not gonna lie. That was that shit beat my ass last night. I was defeated. I didn't think I was. I was just like despairing because like I wanted to finish. I was like, this feels like the final boss, to be honest. And I wanted to be able to do. I wanted to be able to do it, but it's like I didn't want to wait like all night and day to get another shot at it. So, oh, I was right. It was just more lace. I actually have no idea like what went on story wise there, to be honest. I know it's like a it's likely something that has to do with like lore that like I'm not like fully aware of and all that. Kind of like the whole like what actually is the radiance kind of thing. That one feels a little bit more straightforward though, with the infection theme going on, but like with the Hollow Knight stabbing himself, there's like a bunch of confusion like in the ending the first time you played, I guess. So, yeah. Like who is the actual villain here? Grandmother Silk. I don't know if like she was like the one that like had like lace, just like I don't know. Like I don't know. Like her being saved seems significant, to be honest. And it's like the void is what messes everything up, but the void's also what saves Hornet, because like like deep in there, it's still the knight. He's the king of the void. So like how was the void even summoned to begin with? And why was it hostile to Hornet to begin with if it was just like made up of the knight that whole time? Those fucking damn snails, man. I did read that. Yeah. So Lace is just straight up like the daughter in a sense. Kind of like the knight from the previous game, except she's not the playable character here. But she also has like the Hornet role weirdly, but just like being like the early game rival, I guess. I don't know, there's a lot of weird stuff going on here. Yeah. Well, the Hornet and Knight relationship obviously evolved after the first go, when it was like, okay, you're worthy of being or worthy of being the new king. We think that we can actually defeat the Radiance with you, because she thought that like you were just gonna be like another scrub at the beginning of the game. Is he an opportunist is the question. The coward's line was so cold-blooded. Ah. Why why would you do that? Are they dumb as hell? Like what did they think they were accomplishing? That's what I thought too. Yeah, yeah. Like who is the bad guy? Like I'm confused right now. I was thinking, yeah. Yeah, and like all the, I mean, there's a lot going on there. Like it kind of feels like at the beginning, it's just kind of like Farloom is just this fucked kingdom where they've got like some. It's pretty much like the dystopia. Like I don't know. It feels like very like what if we let all those who have the power have even more power-ish, in a sense, where it's like they create like a citadel for the elites over on top of a kingdom, but there's nothing to sustain said kingdom, and all the bugs living there just kind of start, you know, they don't have brains anymore, pretty much, and they just are kind of not living in good conditions anymore. But it also took out the rest of the kingdom. And then that's why you have like my interpretation of Biowater, for instance, is that like Grohl was just a frog living in a pond that was thriving at one point. That's why they have like a bunch of lore tablets there talking about how they will never forgive, or like how they will always hate. And like my thought is like the Citadel is just dumping waste into their area, and like it doesn't. They don't seem to give a shit about the rest of Farloom. Also, I mean, there's. It kind of feels like there's like this kind of feels like an allegory for capitalism, to be honest, like with the underworks and all that kind of shit. Like I know that's like a trendy topic to have in like every video game, but like that was like kind of my interpretation of it, of all the grunts doing all the shit down there, thinking that if they just work a little bit harder that they'll be able to join the ranks. But it's like, guys, like the shit up top is like not even good. But how did Grandmother Silk relate to that? Like, was she just like the kind of like the Radiance 2 in that regard? That just got killed before like the end of Act 3? I mean, she is a weaver, right? And how does Hera, like, in Hornet's, like, bloodline, in a sense, like, relate to all this all, too? Because, like, Hornet had to be called for a reason. Yeah, she's the mother. Yeah, born of pale and silk, I guess? Like, yeah. Just the gendered child. I mean, it makes sense, yeah. Oh, and Lace is pissed about it. That would make sense. That kind of makes for an interesting relationship, I guess, between Grandmother Silk, her and Hornet then, I guess. That does make enough sense. Why they would be like two people that seem to be in cahoots, but they have their personal reasons. One is because Hornet's what's needed for whatever goals, and Lace's not liking of her existence, I guess. I guess Hornet's part her, but like also not in a way that's useful, maybe. I don't know. I think there's food here, so I'm gonna go upstairs and eat now, so glad I could beat it. Alright, yeah. I don't know, maybe I'll be back if others are playing or something like that, but I will figure that out then, and I'm gonna pull up a YouTube video and try to figure out everything that just fucking happened, I guess. So. Yeah. There's a lot of stuff in like this world like this. I mean, even just like the concept of like the Weavers in general is like not something that was like touched upon a ton in Hollow Knight. Like they were obviously there, and you know the references throughout Deep Nest and shit. But I don't know. They left a lot of room for interpretation. It's probably good for sequel types, I guess. Anyway, yeah, true. Well, I imagine DLC will have even more endings, so we'll figure that out. Because apparently, from my interpretation was that the DLC ending is the canon one now, because I saw the Void monster like within the night at one point in the ending also. So that kind of like implies that it was. Anyway, though,